You know what's strange? Almost everyone at some point feels deeply misunderstood, yet we all walk around believing we're the only ones experiencing it. It's like living in a crowded world where no one can quite see you clearly, and the more you try to explain yourself, the more invisible you feel. Here's something nobody talks about. The feeling that no one understands me isn't always about other people failing you. Sometimes it's about something much deeper, something happening inside your own mind. And that's where things begin to get complicated. Picture this. You're trying to explain how you feel. You choose your words carefully. You replay your thoughts before speaking, but when the other person responds, it feels slightly off, like they heard you but didn't really get you. That subtle disconnect builds over time until it turns into a quiet belief. Maybe no one ever will. Think about it. Every human experiences life through a completely unique lens. Your memories, your fears, your past experiences. They shape how you interpret everything. Psychologists call this a subjective reality. It means that even when two people go through the same event, they don't actually experience the same thing. So when you try to explain your inner world, you're translating something incredibly complex into simple words, and something always gets lost in translation. But here's the interesting part. Your brain is constantly predicting how others will understand you. And when those predictions don't match reality, it creates emotional friction. Over time, your mind starts building a narrative. People don't get me. And once that belief forms, your brain begins to look for proof of it everywhere. Now imagine this. You're in a conversation, already expecting to be misunderstood. Without realizing it, you hold back certain thoughts, you simplify your feelings, you protect yourself. And ironically, this makes it even harder for others to truly understand you. Not because they don't care, but because they're not seeing the full picture. Research in psychology, especially in areas like cognitive bias and social perception, shows that humans are surprisingly bad at accurately understanding each other's internal states. Studies on something called the illusion of transparency reveal that we tend to believe our emotions are more obvious to others than they actually are. In reality, most of what you feel stays invisible unless you express it clearly. And even then, it's filtered through someone else's perspective. And this is where things get strange. In today's world, we are more connected than ever, yet feelings of being misunderstood are increasing. Social media gives us the illusion of being seen, but often strips away depth. Conversations become shorter, attention spans shrink, and the space required for real understanding slowly disappears. Here's what most people don't realize. Feeling misunderstood is not always a sign that something is wrong with you or with others. It's often a natural result of being human. Your inner world is far more complex than language can capture. And no one, no matter how close, can fully step inside your mind. But there's a deeper insight here. The more you rely on others to completely understand you, the more disappointed you become. Real connection doesn't come from being perfectly understood. It comes from being accepted, even in partial understanding. So maybe the question isn't, why doesn't anyone understand me? Maybe it's, am I allowing myself to be seen as I truly am? Because sometimes the bridge between you and others isn't built by perfect words, but by honest expression, repeated over time. And once you start seeing it this way, something shifts. You stop chasing complete understanding, and instead you start appreciating the small moments where someone comes close. If this made you think a little differently, consider subscribing, because sometimes understanding starts with simply looking at things from a new angle.